Hey guys, welcome back. This is race 2 of the e-racing GP Southeast Asia Championship at the Motegi circuit in Japan. Race 2 is the reverse grid race, so I finished 5th in race 1, so I'm starting, I don't know, somewhere near the back here. It's quite an exciting one, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and press play on this. So here we are, lining up on the right-hand side of the grid. As I said in the last video, trying to get the right bite point with the clutch to get the best acceleration. Pretty good job there getting away. Haziq's got a slightly better run than me, but the main thing is just getting through the carnage of turn 1. So definitely holding in the inside here, a little bit of contact there with everyone backing up. And now quite a few cars obviously gaggled up together. Can't really go anywhere because I'm boxed in, so I'm just trying to stay around the outside, get the right braking point and drive around the outside of them. And yeah, made it through safely, which is important to try and get some championship points. Haziq's slightly slower. I got a bit of slipstream from Ryan in front of me. Have a little bit of a look, but not really much going on. So managed to get Mr. O there coming off the corner. So we've moved up another spot. I think right now I've got, I think Richard Bradley's behind me, I think, and Alistair Young. And then here, just trying to get a good run through this one. As you can see, everyone's fighting in front. So I'm going to have a little look at a dive up the inside. Voltaire's a little bit early on the brakes, so still managed to get that guy on the right. Oh, but then see he comes back at me. As I was saying in the last video, how you get off that corner is massively important. Go for a massive lunge there, managed to get it done, and get the exit as well. So yeah, it wasn't the cleanest, but had to make a move just to try and make some progress. The other guy now is on my back, so I'm having to defend, and then I slowly come over to the racing line, and then probably, yeah, just to get that lip there, get the exit. Now Voltaire's run a little bit wide on that curve, so he's slow coming through here. And then I'm trying to have a look through here, but you can't really make the move there. So I just have to fight another day, which comes straight back for me here, where I can hopefully move to the right. And yeah, later on the brakes. Nicely done there. Get the cut back to get the exit. And yeah, a little bit too wide there, but yeah. And then coming down the run to turn 3. On the brakes just before the 70, and then take that little bit of curve on the inside, getting all the power nice and smoothly. If you go full gas, it just doesn't work. If you go too little gas, it doesn't work. You have to be really smooth with the power pick up there. And then braking just after the 100, using this bit of curve on the left. You can see the guys in front are battling, so I just need to make sure that I try and take advantage of any opportunities. I think now at this point I'm championship leader, so not that I knew at the time, but yeah, it's kind of, you always want to be trying to pick up points, not make any mistakes, which I do later in this video, as you'll see. But yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, should I go for a dive? So I give it a big send up the inside, take the first gear, get the exit, which is nice, just to come up to their hairpin now, and hopefully I've not got that guy on me anymore. I think he's still there. He came back at me. So yeah, this guy he was quite good actually. A bit annoying, but yeah, that was good racing there, because I probably thought I had that done. But as I said in the last video, I've only got the single video, and I think here this is where I go for a move where I was a bit annoyed, and then I go in and spin around, and then I have to watch the whole field go past me, which is obviously very annoying. But yeah, I knew I was in a kind of an annoyed mood, and I just knew that I had to get back on with it and try and score as many points as I can. Okay, Voltaire's just spun then as well, so I think I'm 1 place back, but I think now I'm in like P17 or 18 or something like that, so not great. And there, I mean, my problem was I thought I had the move done on that car. I thought I had the move done, and then he came back at me, and I wanted to, make progress, and it was my mistake really, kind of I should have either braked much later, just to really fire it in and then take the first gear, or just live to fight the next lap. But yeah, mistakes happen. And as I said, this weekend I was a bit annoyed overall. I only did a couple of hours practice for this event, just because I've been on iRacing all week, and yes, I just didn't have the ultimate pace as I did it in Bira, and where if I went out, I was normally fastest or second fastest, something like this. This one I had to much more rely on just racing rather than overall lap time. Although I did get fastest lap in this race, which got me 2 points, which is always useful. So you see, I've probably got like a 2.5, 3 second gap now to Haas in front of me in the BMW. And so now it's just a case, I know that they're going to be fighting up there, so I just need to drive as cleanly as I can, just to try and get on the level, which hopefully if the guys fight, I can get back to them soon. Yeah, so this is the first few videos which I'm going to be doing for sim racing. I might get a microphone if I think I need it, because I don't know about how the audio quality is. Let me know in the comments if you think there's a particular microphone I should get. And then also if you have any questions or comments about sim racing, different simulators, which simulator you should get, or even on the software side and driving side, just let me know, or send me a message on either Twitter, Instagram, email, whichever way you can reach me on the internet. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Now, as we see, Mr. O gets a bit out of shape there, and keeps to his line. I managed to pass on the left, so that's one place back to me now. So I'm probably like P16, basically. Had to take first gear there because didn't get the braking right. So yeah, not the best run out of the corner. But take this little bit of curve through here on the right, so then come up to the S's on the brakes. Third gear, try and use this little bit of astroturf on the inside. Then smidge a brake here just to get the load right for the car, so you don't run wide at that point and you carry the speed. This I found was the most difficult corner, because you had to make sure the brake bias was quite rearwards in order to get the rotation that you needed to get the maximum speed out of the corners. In race room, the lap time isn't really in the corners, it's much more in how you set the corner up to the straight. I find if you drive iRacing and R Factor, you can really attack the corners, whereas if you attack, let's say from a latitudinal G point of view, and you try and carry more mid-speed, it just doesn't work in this game. So you have to really work on the brake pressure, the brake release, and it's all about being with corners, much more than, let's say, the U-shaped corners, much more of a V-shape. Now, V-shape basically means you send in as much speed as you can, stop the car, and then rotate it and go, which traditionally in GT3 cars, depends which GT3 car, sometimes you want to be carrying the corner speed. This sim is slightly different in that respect. They all have their different kind of nuances. But yeah, on a corner like this, when you have to make sure you're absolutely late on the brakes, that's too late there. So now I'm going to be losing time all the way out down the straight. So what you have to do exactly at the right point of the brakes. I can see Haas coming back to me now. I'm moving up to him. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, I just need to keep everything clean, not run out on the grass. If you run on the grass or even over too much of the curve, just slows you down, you lose 10.5 immediately. Even there you see, so I went in too fast, now I'm really compromised at this right. So, that was kind of just over driving. So that's not too bad. It's still not the best run out of the corner. You see a bit too much G loading on the outside, but still got a good run, and I'm closing up to him. Get a nice exit here, using first gear down the straight. From this distance I won't pick up too much of a slipstream, but Haas choosing to kind of break the toe. But yeah, at that distance it doesn't do too much, I don't think. And then here it's just really about hooking into that inside just to get the run out through the last sector of the track, which is a very difficult sector because you have to kind of you follow the inside there, get the rotation there, and get the exit. That's quite nice how I did that one. So this race, yeah, it's a 15-minute reverse grid race. Up next, race 3 is the 25 minutes, the final, with all the best from Group A and Group B, which I was very lucky I just made, I think thanks to my fastest lap in this race, because I think ultimately I finished like 11th, which was just outside of the point. But yeah, you can see that was a nice corner there. Now I get nice early power, take the third gear, up the gears, getting the shift points exactly right, which makes quite a big difference. If you go a little bit too late, too early, you lose quite a bit of lap time in this one. But now I know I'm within striking distance of Haas, and I'm starting using the lights as well to put him under a bit of pressure, just mentally, and just hoping that he's going to make a mistake. Or as you see, okay, so Richard Bradley's just had an incident, and then so he's then gone off. So I can't remember if he had a problem with his home setup or something, or if that was a mistake. But so that's kind of brought the pack a bit closer to me. So now I'm just trying to really think about how I'm going to get past this guy. He's already going defensive. So when a driver goes defensive like that, even though I'm not on him, you know that they're scared, and you know that you're driving their car for them in a way. So now I'm take the slipstream down the outside. He's now fully inside, which is where I want him, and then I just know that I can brake nice on the limit there, get a really good run out of this corner, and now I'm really trying to reel him in. So you see all the lines he's taking are defensive lines, so I know that all he's doing is thinking about me rather than how he's driving his own car. And that's where the mental strength in racing is. It's quite interesting, because if you're under significant pressure, which in the next race you see I am, because well, you'll find out. I was under a lot of pressure and I had to defend for all of my work. You have to really be bang on and not allow yourself to become flustered. So here, yeah, I'm really trying to just put him under as much pressure as possible. Trying to have a little look at the inside. But obviously he gets a bit better run off the corner. But the only trouble now is he's now slowing us both down. He'd be probably better off just letting me through and following than actually racing him, because we're just losing time when we could be really coming through the pack right now. So even here you see he's defensive, that's going to cost him lap time there. So I know I need to get the move done now so I can come through the rest of the pack. So let's see, I think I do it on this lap. Have a little look there, give it a bit of a send. Don't know if I got it. Did I get it? Yeah, it looks okay. Let's see if he comes back at me on the inside or not. That's massively late. Oh yeah, that was my mistake. Yeah. So I was so worried about if he was still there, and I couldn't see in the mirror, because the virtual mirror only shows behind. You can't see if he's still alongside you. I've only got the single screen, so I didn't know. So I braked as late as I possibly could, which it could have been just fine if the other cars weren't in front. But yeah, so I completely screwed up there, and now dropped myself to the back again. So not a great race 2. But like I said, at least I got the fastest lap, just to get a couple of points on the board. And yeah, but you can see I've had a lot of action in this one. It's been fun, even if I've made a mistake or two. Again, here, this is where you see if you make a mistake or whatnot, you just have to kind of put it out of your mind, just get straight back to it, and try and drive as you were before them, without making any more, let's say smaller mistakes. So yeah, there, for example, it was just too late on the brakes, didn't get the car stopped enough, and then you just lose all the time on the mid to exit. But you see that it's probably, I don't know, 6-7 seconds in front of me, which, yeah, chances are I'm not going to be able to get back to them given the short nature of the race. but you never know if they're going to come together or have an issue. So you have to put yourself in a position to be able to pick up the pieces, regardless of how you're doing. Because let's say you drop the performance and you can kind of cruise around because you're annoyed or whatever, you're thinking about the mistake. You know, that someone might spin off, and if you had driven faster, maybe you'll get them. You know, it's only tenths per second, which can make a difference. So you just have to try and go as best as you can, regardless of the situation. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've been to Motegi in real life. I think it was 2014. I did some coaching there. Some drivers in AMG GT3, gentlemen drivers. Looks like a great track. I think we were there during the cherry blossom season, which is very famous in Japan. And yeah, very much missing travelling at the moment. And you know, I moved right next to an airport, Hong Kong airport, at the beginning of this year, because of all the travelling which I was going to be doing. I had like 20 races confirmed, and obviously now I haven't used the airport. I did Asian Le Mans in February. That was twice I went to the airport, but yeah, with no travelling at the moment, it's kind of ironic. So I'm just spending a lot of my time just on the sim, trying to keep myself focused, sharp. And then you'll also see here I've actually got my bike there, and then there's something called Zwift. You connect the bike to Zwift, a turbo trainer when you race people online. So I have a bike sim and a car sim, effectively, in a room which is just 2 meters by 2 meters, which obviously Hong Kong spaces at a premium. And so this is my man cave, which is keeping me relatively sane-ish during this time. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys want to see, you know, let's say onboard videos, overtaking, or you want any instructional videos, then just write it in the comments. I'll take a look at it, and you know, we've got plenty of time on our hands now, so I'll be doing hopefully more of these videos and answering any questions that you may have. And then also, I started a while ago on this. Oh, here we go. There you see. So those two guys, they've come together, and because I was just about quick enough, I managed to get that guy as well, just over the line. So that kind of proves my point. You always have to make sure you're on the limit, regardless. So that's race 2 done. Not my best race, but still a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll move on to race 3, which is the final race. So we'll see you next time. Cheers.